The Giants just suffered an absolutely embarrassing loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Week 16, losing 34-10. One of the biggest questions this week was Jake Fromm. Snatched from the Buffalo Bills practice squad a few weeks ago because of Daniel Jones' injury, there was a lot of hype and questions around the former Georgia QB. Jake Fromm had replaced Mike Glennon the former week against the Cowboys, passing for 88 yards in just one drive, going 6 for 12 and having a phenomenal pass to Kenny Golladay. Giants fans were hopeful they had found a diamond in the rough that would lead them to possibly the playoffs or just have them recognized as a real NFL team. Things, unfortunately, did not go as planned. Jake Fromm was a 4-star QB at a high school and heavily recognized around the world as being featured on a newly highly watched and rated show QB1, Beyond the Lights. Committing to the University of Georgia, Fromm came in his freshman year after an unfortunate Jacob Eason injury. He led the Bulldogs to a 12-1 season, then handily beat Auburn in the SEC championship game and thrilling double overtime game, helping the Dogs beat Oklahoma and punching their ticket to Atlanta. They unfortunately lost, but not by Fromm's fault. He wouldn't win another SEC championship again, despite going 2 more times. He left his junior season to go to the NFL draft. Jake Fromm was taken in the 5th round by the Buffalo Bills. He didn't see the field in the regular season game, even being cut from the practice squad before being re-signed. The news broke out a couple weeks ago that the Giants would sign him off the practice squad in search of a QB after Daniel Jones' neck injury. After the Cowboys game, many fans were calling for Jake to get his first start as an NFL QB. A few days before the game, he was announced the starter. He played pitifully, to put it lightly. He was 6 for 12 with 25 yards and 1 interception. He remarked at how bad it was in his post-game presser. Quote, "I don't think it gets much worse than that. Nonetheless, I don't think it was entirely his fault." His offensive line and receiving corps played embarrassingly pitifully and disgusting. Saquon I will address later, as he will take some time. Watching highlights, I see too few passes where Fromm wasn't getting hit mid-throw. During the dropped interception early in the game, his own lineman ran into him. We looked like we'd get outplayed by a Pop Warner team. This team needs chemistry and for someone to knock some sense into them about playing for a team. They are just playing for themselves. It's absolutely and downright pitiful. I've used the word pitiful so much because it's the best word to describe the team. Nonetheless, I think Jake should start the next 2 games. We have absolutely nothing to lose, and we already know how Mike Glennon is going to play. Pitifully, just like the rest of the team. He bounces around teams so much, he is fully playing for himself. I believe Jake would be a beast if they put him back out there for the last games. As he said in his post-game presser, quote, "I wish none of the coaches would have been put in that situation of changing out the quarterback. I wish I would have gone in, handled my business, led us to victory, and we'd be having a nice ride home," he stated about the interception. "That was tough. I felt something happen mid-throw. That's football, stuff happens, and you have to respond and answer. I didn't respond and answer enough. That was a play he got a hand to the face missed call. And finally, the thing that shows Jake's true character and to scare the crap out of other teams, he said, quote, "Man, I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to grind. I'm going to work my tail off to get better and play better like I know I can." That's some Tom Brady level stuff right there. Speaking of which, Tom remarked in a Brady 6 documentary, "It's not really a chip on my shoulder. It's just that feeling that, man, maybe nobody wants you. When I watch myself play at times, I still don't think I'm very good. They created a freaking monster." Anyway, Jake reminds me a lot of Tom. Calm, collected, a workhorse, pocket passer, etc. I really think Jake can be something special and hope he has a great career. Saquon is so disgustingly pitiful that I don't really know what to say. I know he's good, but I don't really know what happened to him. I hope he'll get back on top, but speaking of how he plays recently, I don't know.